Hello, it's Mary Kay Smooth here. And I got to tell you, I just got off the phone. Oops, I'm sorry I did that. That was not right. I wasn't thinking because I was looking for my glasses. I just got off the phone with one of mommy's students, Brenda. Brenda, when mommy was sick and living here, Brenda, you would come in the morning when she got off work at AT&T or Verizon, AT&T, and she would come and help me and make mommy breakfast and help me get mommy dressed to go to dialysis. And I haven't heard from Brenda in a little while. She on Facebook, we see each other on Facebook, and she was one of mommy's girls. And so I was happy to hear from her. Um, she loved mommy. She's a Quitman Street student, one of mommy's students from Quitman. Yeah, her and George used to be here with me to help, and Daddy to help mommy. And like I said, she's a good girl. So she was laughing at me. She said, "I see you on them podcasts. What you doing?" So I had to tell her that we in the Mary Kay Retinol pool, so she would know what I was doing. But she moved down south, so I don't see her like I used to before she moved. And the rain though. So shout out to Brenda, y'all. I think she's in South Carolina. Whew, I needed this today. I got I told y'all I was gonna do the wrinkle thing. I got it. See, it's only when I frown that I have wrinkles up there. I might try it up there and let's see what happens so I could demonstrate it to you. Um, but I see I'm more of that line thing, them lines here. But maybe we'll try that wrinkle filler. It might take away my lines. Plump them up like I got the Botox. But yeah. Okay. Christmas time is coming along. Okay. Line reducer. Speaking of lines, Lord, I gotta get it open. I had to get a new one. This is my second, and I've been doing line reducer for about 35 weeks. So this really lasted a long time. Okay. So I'm doing that. And gotta get the retinol. I opened up a new milk restore cream, but I think there's still a little bit in here, so I'm gonna pour that on my hand first. Yeah, there's still a little bit. Actually, I don't even have to open that one quite. Oops, I dripped it on my daggone computer, yo. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I don't need to open the new one till next time. Um, and then my ANC, and the one other thing that I put on before that is the serum, the firming serum. Okay. I cannot say anything bad about my skincare regimen. Remember, Take those numbers. 66. Getting ready to be 67 in March. So, oh, okay. And okay. And then underneath too, so I don't get turkey neck. See, I don't have turkey neck either. I had to go to the sleep doctor today. There it is. Okay. And there we go. Oh, I know what I forgot. My, I've been for the last few weeks I've been doing the mask when the renewal mask and leaving it on all night, and I'm probably gonna do that now too. And my eye cream. Oh, okay, there we go. Up here, up there, any residue, and here we go. The renewal mask, gel renewal mask, moisture. I don't do greasy moisture, and I'm glad that Mary Kay is not a greasy moisture. So it's my skin soaks it up, and that I believe is giving me back. The retinol works on your elastin, and that's what the aging. It's anti-aging. So there you go. With the moisture and the collagen and elastin improvements, I can do, I can reverse some of the effects of aging, because as soon as you're 20, you start losing some of that stuff. Okay. Now, so my skin sucks this stuff in, and that's how it stays good. But Mary Kay, keep in one place. Now you might be able to find a product here and a product there, but I'm talking about one place. And for me, it's pretty much been one kit. The kit that has this for the repair kit, time wise repair. That's for the people over 40. And then they have one that's around 40. So we're doing pretty good. And so overnight, my skin absorbs the mask. And when I will cleanse in the morning, I'm good to go. And I put on the serum, the under eye thing after the cleanser, and then the day cream, and that's it. Nothing in the morning. I'm not okay. When I worked at IBM in New York, I wore makeup every day because I had to wear the business suit and the pumps and the makeup. But at school, I don't do that. I'm if I go somewhere special, I'll put on makeup. Now, to tell you the truth, going to school, I could put on some lipstick and lip gloss and a little blush and keep it moving, but I don't. Most of the time, I don't. I have lipstick in my pocketbook though, but and gloss. I don't know. I just don't put it on. I'm more of like the skincare has been my saving grace. That's what I love about the line. I haven't messed with makeup in so long. So, like I said, I only do it when I go somewhere special, going out or church or something like that. Um, but the skincare is tight. Okay, so now I shout it out to Brenda, one of mommy's students. And I also, today in school, I got a Miss, at the school I go to most of the time now, they are really into the Christmas stuff. They had a concert today for the kids, and then later on for the parents. And we also, they dress up every day. I didn't have I had the little lights that you hang around your neck and a little garland with the bells, Christmas bells, but I haven't really done the sweater thing. I'm gonna do the sweater tomorrow and be a Christmas girl because I do love Christmas. I love this time of the year. Eat Christmas even more than Thanksgiving. So I'm probably getting ready to figure out what I'm gonna cook for Thanksgiving. I mean for Christmas. But I love Christmas, and this is a wonderful time. Um, I'm going to take you all back to a story. Here we go. Christmas. When in 1967, the Newark teacher strike was going on, and my mother was the union person for her school. And so when they went on strike, Daddy couldn't strike because he was an administrator. However, Mommy did strike. And Mommy had a job interview. Why do I think it was Rawway? And so I'm in the car with Mommy, and she's stopping by Daddy's school to tell him that she got the interview. And I'm like, what am I? I'm like 9, 10. And so when Mommy stopped at Daddy's school, it just so happened that's when the police pulled up because they had posted an injunction against the Newark teachers and ordered them back to school. So, as Mommy got up on the stairs to go to the front door of the school, the cops pulled up. They arrested all the teachers and my mother, even though that wasn't her school. And so the kids outside started to freak out because that was their teachers that the cops were arresting. And so Mommy calmed the kids down, and she said, I need you guys to go and tell Mr. Johnson that my daughter is in the car and I don't want to give her to the police. So I'm gonna I'm gonna get someone to stay with her while you guys go in the school and get Mr. Johnson. So they arrested all the teachers, and it took like 2 or 3 years for it to get in court and everything. And the week before, they decided to put the teachers in jail for 10 days during the Christmas holiday. And the week before they were supposed to report, Mommy was interviewed by the Star Ledger. So we were in the paper. And when Mommy got there to Clinton Prison in Caldwell, New Jersey, with the rest of the teachers, they put Mommy with Carol Graves, the union president, in general population. My mother was scared. Okay. The other teachers were in a separate part together, two in a room or a cell, whatever you want to call it. And my mother was with Miss Graves. Mommy wouldn't eat. And my mother, she blacked out and they had to take her to the hospital in Newark. The only good thing about it was that my Uncle Robert and my grandfather were both ministers, so they were able to go and see Mommy. And they got her together and they took her back, and she finished the last of the 10 days. And my dad had me and Sharon for Christmas, and one of my friends, her mother had me over for Christmas dinner. I'll never forget it. Cindy Cohen and Susan Cohen's mother had me over for the day because they knew mommy wasn't home for Christmas. And so when we went to get mommy, my mother was a basket case. That jail thing was when she woo, and my mother was such a strong, vibrant, but that clink of the jail cell, it unnerved my mom. She wasn't that. Mommy would never commit no crime because she couldn't do the jail time. So it's not funny. I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm laughing, but I'm just telling you that's how it was. So we went to pick my mother up, and me and Sharon and Daddy are walking towards they had a walkway where you could park, and then you had to walk to the front. And we're walking, and where we're walking, when you look up, it's where the men's side of the prison was. And all of these boys were yelling, "Yo, 21!" There were men in the prison that knew my father. And they like, "Mr. Johnson." Well, his nickname was 21, Blackjack 21. And then some called him Mr. Johnson. So those boys are yelling out. And then we get to the door, and they have the teachers lining up because they're letting them out. And I think it was Channel 4. It was a black anchor. I think his name was something Miles. I can't read. He had straight hair. He was light, like he looked almost mixed race. Okay, so he wanted to interview my mother, and he asked her, could he interview her, and she shook her head yes. But then when he asked her a question and put the mic in front of her, all my mother could do was cry. She couldn't do the interview. She couldn't talk. She just kept crying and crying and crying. So then finally they released her, and my dad, he got her, and we went to the car and we went home. And mommy was not good for that whole holiday. And really we didn't have a holiday, except for the fact that I went to Susan Cohen's house for Christmas Day because the teachers weren't able to be home for Christmas or New Year's. So I remember that was probably, no, that wasn't my worst Christmas, but that was a bad Christmas for me and my sister. We tried to make it up to mommy, but she just kept crying and crying. It was not good. Um, so now I'll go to a funnier Christmas. My first grade in Springfield, one of the boys told me there was no Santa Claus. Springfield was a 95% Jewish town when we grew up in Springfield. So on recess, I beat him up. hmm Uh, and so our teacher, Miss Golden, I got in trouble, and they called my parents, but it wasn't a come now thing. It was pick her up and we'll talk. So Miss Golden told me there was no Santa Claus. She was Jewish and we weren't. And it was problematic because I I didn't, as a kid, I didn't know. I didn't know about different religions yet because I was only 5, 6 years old. So my parents came to get me, and we're riding home, and my father tells me, if there's no Santa Claus, you know what that means, right? Do you know what that means for a 6-year-old? No Santa Claus? Oh boy. So we went to South Carolina to see my mother's parents for Christmas. And when I got to South Carolina on Christmas, the only thing I got was a daggone Porky Pig puppet that when you pulled the string, he said, "That's all, folks. That's all," he said. And my sister kept pulling the damn string and pulling the string and pulling the string. She was torturing me, and I didn't have anything but that and candy, which I didn't want. I wanted Christmas. Girl, so we're down there. I'm sad. I'm a sad kid. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a sad Christmas too, but it was funny because my sister kept pulling that damn string. It was funny for them, for real. And so then we come back to Springfield, and I still got nothing. And my father said to me, "I need go in the basement and get that. There's a shirt in there I need you to get for me because I gotta go." And I went in the basement, and there was a bike and toys. Santa Claus came to Springfield while we were in South Carolina. My Uncle Robert, my father's brother, lived around the corner, and he was my Santa. He got my stuff in the house while we were gone. And that's how they revived Santa Claus for Maria. So that was a good little story, right? That was better than the jail story. But yes, mommy, the union, mommy was a union rep. Miss Graves is still alive, Carol Graves. I don't know why she's not considered to be the president emeritus of the North Teachers Union, because she did 6 months in jail for that, for the teachers' strike. But God will do his thing for her, I'm sure, because she that was a lot for, during that time. It was a lot going on, and she did her thing. I have a book actually about the Newark teacher strike, and there's a lot about her, and mommy's actually in the book as well. um so guys, I'll be on Friday. You have a good, if I don't see you or you don't see me online, have a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate. Because we gotta, like, I know the best of my time is behind me already, but I want to enjoy what I got left. So enjoy what you got left. Okay. Love you guys. Mary Kay, signing off.